How's it going, everyone? I am here with my WWE Money in the Bank 2015 pay-per-view. Of course, Money in the Bank wrapped up tonight. And overall, coming out of it, I know this pay-per-view is getting a lot of different feelings and reaction from it. I know a lot of people are saying that this pay-per-view sucked. There's a lot of people saying this pay-per-view was great. And there's people like me that are in the middle where I think it wasn't bad, nor was it great. I thought it was good. I thought it was good for the most part. I know a lot of people are just really down on how all the matches ended. A lot of people are just negative on just the way, like I said, the matches ended and the way it was booked overall. So I think that's why a lot of people didn't like it. But for the most part, like I said, I enjoyed it. I just nothing was really that extravagant besides a match or two. But besides that, it's a good pay-per-view. It was a fun sit-through, I thought. Nothing really too bad at all besides maybe one match. But besides that, I thought it was, for what it was, I thought it was a good show. I definitely will think this is probably I definitely will say that I think this is definitely the weakest Money in the Bank pay-per-view so far. But it's still a good show, I thought. I thought it was definitely, for what it was, I delivered, I thought, for the most part. But before the pay-per-view, of course, with the Kickoff Show, which actually was pretty good. I'm not going to lie, this Kickoff Show was actually pretty interesting. They had some Dusty Rhodes stories. Of course, Dusty Rhodes passed away this past Thursday. So, people like Renee and Corey Graves, just the panel people were telling stories about Dusty, which I thought was pretty cool. We had a Ryback interview on there, and then we had a backstage segment with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. Basically, Ambrose telling Roman, when I win this title, are you going to cash the briefcase in ahead of time, or are you going to do it, unannounced? And, they pretty much playing the part that, hey, we're going to walk out, with the briefcase and title, and we're going to face each other in the future. So I thought that was a little cool interaction with them. We had a Seth McMahon interview, which basically she just implied that, if Seth Rollins doesn't retain, he knows the consequences already. King Barrett's R-Truth was, it was alright, nothing special. The whole thing I know with R-Truth is, I like R-Truth in the fact that he's entertaining, but, how they're, I don't think he should be winning matches, that makes sense. I like that he's entertaining, the segments he's been doing, but I don't think he should be winning matches, especially when it's a guy like, King Barrett, who just won King of the Ring. I know King of the Ring is proven in the past that King of the Ring winners just don't really go anywhere. But they should be at least having him win on the kickoff of all places. But R-Truth beat King Barrett with a cradle, I believe, or some kind of roll-up. So he beat him, so that was whatever. Then we had a Dusty Rhodes tribute package where, they showed the tribute packages highlighting his career and everything. And the one thing that really got me was after the tribute package, Renee Young was just in tears, and she couldn't even speak, so that just really showed how much that affected her, so I thought that was really cool. Not really cool, but you can really see how much Dusty meant to some people, or just meant to everyone, including her, so I thought that was really nice to see her emotion. And they didn't, try to, prod around it. They didn't try to, focus off her. They just wanted to show you the true emotion that, it had on her that Dusty was gone. But, yeah, overall, good kickoff show. I actually liked it. But then we go on to the main show, which opened up with the 10-bell salute, of course, for Dusty Rhodes. Very classy in WWE's part. I was expecting it for Raw tomorrow night, but it was actually really cool that they did it for the pay-per-view as well. So kudos for WWE for doing that. And then we opened the show up with the Money in the Bank contract, the ladder match, Randy Orton versus Roman Reigns versus Dolph Ziggler versus Sheamus versus Neville versus Kofi Kingston versus Kane. This Money in the Bank match was very underwhelming. I'd probably say this is definitely my least favorite Money in the Bank match. Even I didn't like this more in 25, in WrestleMania 25, Money in the Bank ladder match. I didn't like that at all. But I'd say that was probably better than this one, to be honest. This one was just very safe. My friend Kevin said it the best on Twitter. This was the safest Money in the Bank ladder match ever. The thing that really got me was they all started in the ring at once, and then within 1 minute, everyone's on the outside, and throughout the entire match, you only had one or two guys, or three at most, in the ring at once. It was just extremely non-eventful. You would think, it's Money in the Bank, this is the big opportunity, they'd be killing each other, but no. Everyone was just laying around on ringside, someone got out of the ring, I'll get in the ring since he's out of it. It was just very slow paced and very just non-eventful, not very fun. There were some good spots here, I won't lie, the whole Roman Reigns thing where he powerbombed Kofi onto the ladder, and then powerbomb Neville onto Kofi on a ladder. That was pretty cool. Randy Orton did the RKO City, as Cole said, to everyone, just hitting RKOs out of nowhere, and hit a flawless RKO onto Neville off the ladder, which is beautiful. But for the most part, yeah, it was just a very uneventful Money in the Bank ladder match. This is really something that it didn't seem like they had the drive and determination to really get that briefcase. It was kind of just playing it safe, not really going all out. So I thought that was just very disappointing. The ending was so anticlimactic as well, so that really kind of diminished the match a little bit. But ending came, Roman Reigns, that big spot where he does a jump over the top rope onto the outside to the crowd of people. Roman Reigns in the ring, and you wouldn't believe it, but for once in my life, I'm happy to see Bray Wyatt. Bray Wyatt comes out while Roman Reigns is climbing the ladder, attacks Roman Reigns, hits Sister Abigail on him, and takes him out. And I'm just extremely happy because I did not want Roman Reigns to win. And I was extremely happy. I was really, really, really excited once to see Bray Wyatt. But that quickly died out and really regretted it seconds later when Sheamus came up. Sheamus climbed the ladder, then Neville tried to stop him. Sheamus grabbed Neville's hair and threw him down and took the briefcase and won it that way. That's how anticlimactic the ending was. But yeah, Sheamus wins the Money in the Bank ladder match. I would rather have fucking Roman Reigns win, to be honest. Like, Sheamus, I liked Sheamus. I'm not really digging his whole heel run right now. If this was 2009 Sheamus winning it, I would not have minded at all. But 2015 heel Sheamus, I have not dug at all yet. I'm just really not into the character. So Sheamus winning it, not a fan of it. And it sucks because I'm really cringing now that he could cash that in any time. So it's going to be scary every time the champion is down. And, you know, Sheamus could cash in. So that's going to be pretty scary knowing that. But Sheamus winning, not a fan of it. But what you going to do? Really wish Roman Reigns would have won after that, to be honest. Then we have a Paige interview where she basically says she's winning the match tonight for Dusty. So it was kind of like, oh, why would you say that for? Which led into the Divas Championship match, Nikki Bella versus Paige. This actually was really solid. I'm really surprised how well those two actually put it on a match here. Like I said, they've had a lot of matches, and I thought their matches have been really good on Raw. So they've actually delivered on pay-per-view here today. I thought they put on a very solid Divas match. Probably the best Divas match so far. Well, definitely the year, but just like maybe in years in general. I don't know. This is a very solid Divas match. They definitely just was really hard hitting and really did beat the shit out of each other, to be honest. There's a lot of stiff kicks and a lot of stiff hits. But Paige, you know, Paige being the Cena's diva, or the Cena of the Divas division with their spot calling. You can hear her calling every spot a mile away. I thought that was pretty funny. But ending game, of course, you know, Paige looked like she was getting the win. Nikki rolled out of the ring. Or somehow Brie Bella, yeah, she rolled out of the ring, or Brie took her out of the ring. Somehow, Brie Bella, they ended up pulling Twin Magic somehow. Brie got in the ring, tried to roll up Paige, but it backfired. Paige ended up countering it into another roll up, 1, 2, 3. Paige wins the match, but then the referee realizes it's Brie Bella, waves it off, says, no, it didn't happen. Match continues. Nikki Bella punches Paige, hits the rack attack for the 1, 2, 3 victory to retain the Divas Championship. Very excited about that. Paige, I'm just, like I said, I'm very over Paige. She's constantly being shoved down our throats, and I'm sick of her, and she just needs to be gone for a while. I'm not saying like off TV, but just out of the title picture for a while, because I'm over her for the moment. But yeah, very solid Divas match. And then we go into the Intercontinental Championship match, Ryback versus Big Show. I'm not going to go too much into it. The Miz came out, cut a promo, because he was on commentary for the match. It seemed like the match was going to be a squash match at first, because right from the get-go, Ryback hits a spine buster and meat hook and goes for shell shock. I'm thinking, is he about to squash the Big Show? Doesn't happen. Big Show gets out of it, and they go at it for a while. The only, I think, noteworthy thing of saying about this match was Ryback actually put Big Show in a cross arm breaker, so that was pretty out of the blue. But yeah, just not a good match by any means. Just definitely the worst match of the night. In the DQ finish too, the Miz ended up getting involved because Ryback attacked Miz early on in the match, and so Miz got involved, which caused a DQ. So Big Show won by DQ. Just dumb finish to a lame match. Just nothing really worthy talking about. And then we go on to match of the night: John Cena versus Kevin Owens. This is one of those rare occasions where the sequel is better than the original. This match was absolutely amazing. I'll put this up there with the triple threat match from the Royal Rumble with Lesnar, Cena, and Rollins as match of the year so far for WWE. This was spectacular. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And I couldn't believe or remotely think that after their Elimination Chamber match that it could be topped. But it was! It was topped, and I was really madly surprised how well this match was. I thought it was a fantastic match. Yeah, they did do some same things they did from their previous match. They did some same spots and some same moves, obviously. But they definitely, the crowd was 110% into it. It was really a big main event, WrestleMania main event feel to it. It was amazing. You know, Owens and just Cena, just those two mesh so well together, and they have such great chemistry. They complement each other so perfectly. It's amazing. Put those two in a WrestleMania main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship one day, please. I'm begging. Those two need a WrestleMania main event someday. But man, it's an amazing match. That's all I can say. You know, I can't sit here and tell you everything that happened. It was counter after counter. You know, there was some not sketchy, but there was kind of like some close calls. Like when Cena tried to do a monkey flip, but it kind of failed. But Owens, being the awesome person that he is, ended up saving Cena and ended up making the move work. Cena, the counters too, you know, there's some good counters. Cena did a nice counter to pop a powerbomb into a Hurricanrana, which looked pretty nice. and Owens doing some counters as well. Just an amazing match, you know. I talked very highly of the Chamber match, but it was just as better, or just as good, sorry. But I'm just, words can't put in how awesome this match was. Truly go out of your way to see this. And of course, what everyone's been talking about and complaining about, of course, the ending of the match, where John Cena hits well, Kevin Owens goes for a pop-up powerbomb, doesn't work. John Cena hits a springboard stunner, hits an AA for the 1-2-3. John Cena defeats Kevin Owens. I'm not in favor of this. I don't think anyone else was as well. But you can't say you're surprised by this ending. But I do think the ending of the match kind of makes up for it. Of course, after the match, John Cena tries to be a respectable person and shake Kevin Owens' hand and say, "No, hey, we had an awesome match." Owens basically said, "Fuck you," attacked Cena, and gave him a powerbomb onto the apron. And the way Owens laughed at John, and the way just Owens was after the match, I think it kind of helped, like, it added to him, because it signified that he didn't give a shit that he lost. He just likes the fact that he got the upper hand, and he was the one that walked away instead of Cena, because Cena was lying on the ground when Owens left. And just the sarcasm of Owens when he was on the stage saying, "Ha ha ha, get him a stretcher," like just the little side remarks that he was making towards Cena too was just perfect, and I absolutely loved it from start to beginning to aftermath. I thought it was just an awesome, amazing match. Like I said, better than the first match, which I didn't believe could be topped. Well, for now, but it was, and it was an amazing match. So kudos to those two putting on another amazing match. Those two are just money. From there on, we go into a Dean Ambrose interview backstage, where Ambrose pretty much just says he's going to become WWE World Heavyweight Champion officially tonight. And then they showed the Dusty Rhodes video package once again, the tribute video package they showed on the Kickoff Show, which led to the WWE Tag Team Championship match, the New Day versus the Primetime Players. New Day coming out and cutting a promo basically on Ohio, talking about positivity and whatnot. And I'm going to be honest with you guys, I was not really paying attention to this match at all, because Game of Thrones was on, the season finale, against the second hour, so I was honestly paying attention more to that than the show at this point. So, especially, it was the end of the show too, so that such heartbreaking ending that it had really affected me. So it affected me from watching that match. But yeah, from what I saw, that was good. I just saw they had good interaction. Big E busting out that spear in the outside through the ropes into the outside, and Titus getting the hawk tag. So I didn't, like I said, I didn't pay really much attention to it. But for what I saw, it was pretty good and pretty solid. The Primetime Players getting the win with Titus and Neil hitting the Clash of the Titus onto Xavier Woods. Completely surprised. I did not expect the Primetime Players win the tag team titles here. I thought New Day would, hold on to the tag team titles probably at least throughout the summer. But I'm really excited for the Primetime Players too, because they're 3 years overdue for a tag team title run. They definitely deserve it. So I'm really happy that they were able to win the tag team titles right now. So extremely excited for them. But I just didn't expect it, which made it even better, because when you don't expect something that you wanted, hey, it makes you that much more happy that it happened. So happy to see the Primetime Players as the tag team champions. Then we go to the main event, which was the ladder match. Actually, no, before that, they announced that at Battleground, it will be Roman Reigns versus Bray Wyatt. So looking forward to that. And then we go on to the main event, which was the ladder match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, Seth Rollins versus Dean Ambrose. This match is getting a lot of mixed reactions too. This match, I see a lot of people hating it, and I see a lot of people loving it. Me personally, I absolutely loved the match. Now, I can see why people didn't like it. I can see why people didn't like it, because this wasn't a all-out war where they're just beating the shit out of each other with the ladders, killing each other, murdering, just trying to pretty much kill the other person. It wasn't that. What this was the art of selling. That's what this match was, and the storyline, or the story they were telling, I thought was superb. They told a great story, especially with the selling and the injury. This match went 35 minutes too, by the way, so if you're expecting a fast-paced, high-action match throughout the entire match, you're slightly mistaken. If 35 minutes, you can't go full force the entire match. You gotta, slow it down, and that's what they did. They slowed it down, they took their time, they really emphasized how much they wanted to win. See, that's the one thing I love about this match, was they had the will to legitimately beat the hell out of the other person, and it really showed at the end of the match too, which gets a lot of mixed reaction as well, and I personally loved the ending. With just Ambrose and Rollins beating the shit out of each other. Ambrose had his leg injured, and he was Rollins was aiming for the leg the entire match, just working on it, and it was the selling and story to it. The selling and story, that's what it was, and I thought it was told perfectly. Like I said, I know it wasn't fast-paced, it wasn't killing each other like everyone expected, like myself, but for what we got, I'm not going to complain. I thought it was a great match. I honestly loved it. This could be their best match they've had, in my opinion. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was unique. It was different, because I know, like I said, everyone was expecting just absolute chaos, but they took their time. It was slow, but they told the story that needed to be told, which I thought is what needed to be done. and you know, they fought into the crowd, and this just shows how much they wanted to win. They even fought in the crowd and like threw each other into the walls and booked it to the ring to try and get it because they knew the other person was not going to give up. And the ending, like I said, gets, oh man, the bumps Ambrose were taking too, by the way. How is he not dead? He was getting power bombed into each barricade. He was getting power bombed through, not through, but onto a chair and ladders. Rollins pretty much decimated Ambrose at the end. But here's the thing, when Rollins climbed that ladder, Ambrose got right back up and ran up that ladder because he wanted to win that bad. And I thought that was perfect because if Ambrose would have just laid down and Rollins would have just went down, won the title just like that, with Ambrose not fighting back, that would have made Ambrose look weak. But the fact that Ambrose fought tooth and nail throughout the entire match, even at the very end, and I love the ending because they both had the title. They both fell with the title, but when they hit the ground, Ambrose let go and Rollins had the title still. So Rollins retained that fashion. Like I said, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but I loved it because, like I said, it's better than having Ambrose lay on the ground and watching, pretty much giving up and having Rollins just go up and get it with no ease. It's better that Ambrose ran up that ladder and fought and fought and fought until it, you know, it came down to the wire. It came down to almost a photo finish with them hitting the ground and, you know, Rollins still having the title when they both hit the ground. So I thought that was just, and I thought it was an awesome ending. I absolutely loved it. I thought it made Ambrose look like $1 million losing because he didn't give up. He kept going and going and going. But like I said, I honestly enjoyed this match. I thought it was a great match. Like I said, I know a lot of people didn't like it, but it was unique. It was different. But it definitely told a story that should have been told. It was them just having a brawl and fighting, just scratching and clawing, and none of them gave up. And I thought that was what made them look perfect because none of them came out a loser. They both came out a winner, in my opinion, even though, you know, Rollins was the person that won the match. But they both looked great. But yeah, that'll do it for my review, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed Money in the Bank. If you didn't, well, I'm sorry. Leave you guys thoughts and comments below if you would like about your thoughts on the show. That would be your thoughts and comments. So yeah, comment your thoughts on the show if you'd like below. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace.